This blanket suggestion, though, Jet, that you're making that the media is biased is dangerous and it's wrong. There's a difference between an opinion host and a journalist.
Whenever this show is mistakenly called journalism, it is a slap in the face to the actual journalists whose work we rely on.
That's one of the downsides of everyone consuming news in their bubble. You don't get the news, you get your news.
So Dakota, you're working on a media project in your Seattle U media class. How's it going?
Well, it's going pretty good. Shout out to Rudy the Red Hawk, #1 sponsor of this media project. And we filmed in the bottom of the student center, you know, it's Cherry Street Market, Hop's Nest Bistro. And yeah, it was...
Let's check it out.
I don't know. So much pressure.
What do you mean by media bias?
Writing what you want your readers to hear.
Looking for articles that prove your own point. I think the problem with a lot of politics today is we forget that there's two sides to every argument, even if we don't see it. And so it's important to try to have a well-rounded opinion and like well-rounded like different sources and information before you come up with an idea or an opinion about a certain political issue or just any issue in general.
I'd definitely say that more liberal stuff pops up on my account, and I see more liberal stuff because I've lived in Washington my whole life, and it's definitely a more liberal state.
To an extent, yeah, for sure. I think just the ideologies and views that I hold, for sure. Like, I think I'll be more prone to read something that I agree with rather than something I disagree with.
I think I have a media bias in the sense that I only look at entertainment news and not necessarily like world news or such like that. I like to keep it positive. Yes and no.
Yes and no.
I don't think it sways mine. I hope it doesn't sway mine, but I feel like a lot of people could be swayed by the way things are portrayed in the media.
It definitely sways other people's. I have a set, I know what I believe in, and I don't really click on political links. I more read what people say rather than what's presented on videos or interviews.
No.
I don't.
The bias that Fox News chooses to report from is not one that aligns with my values.
No. I would be open to watching it and comparing it to something else, but I don't watch it right now.
Some interesting answers right there. What do you think about that?
Well, we learned a lot about people. No one wanted to talk to us, so it took us a long time to get those interviews. But we learned that people think there's media bias, but they don't think it affects them. So that's a little bit questionable, a little hypocritical, and boom.
See you next week.